Hello. So, welcome back. I have found now some pictures of mangled castles that you can clearly see the heat damage and how they were not built that way, okay? Because we are most of us, that means all of us, we are surrounded by brain dead people, and you know that. And yesterday I showed a close relative to me, a family member actually, some of these pictures I have shown you in my older videos with those totally blasted walls where you see all those blocks, stones, and still the red brick. And you know what he said? He said they built it that way because it looks cool. And that's true. That happened yesterday. So it's too crazy. I don't know what to say. He think it looks nice when it's destruction. It's totally blasted and fucked up. It's I don't have words for it, and that's the people we are surrounded by. The masked people, the zombies. They don't wear masks in Norway because there never came any rules for it. Actually, but that was in wave 1, which is basically over now. Since this hoax started, I have counted, you see. I have seen maybe 20 to 30 masked people. So it has not been too bad here in Norway actually, but we are waiting for a wave 2. So I don't know what will happen then. But I'm not going to put on that fucking mask. I will not. So in this video I will show you the castles and the inside of the castles, which is mind blowing. You can see what you have been robbed from. Everyone could easily own 20 of these castles if it wasn't for the new world order, the shitty crap we live in now. And I'm so fucking sick and tired of it, so I'm here to help expose it the best way I can. So yeah, we can just start looking at the pictures so the video don't get too fucking long. It's a couple of pictures, so I will try to not make it too long. But if you don't have time to watch the whole thing, I don't know how long I will spend. Depends on how excited I get to explaining this shit. But if you don't have time to watch it all, just watch it in sections. Yeah, you will see. If you like the evidence and if you are addicted like me and everybody else, then you will just watch the whole fucking thing, because I know you like that shit. Because I do. And you and me are not too different. We want just the world to be nice. So yeah, we just get started. And I say it in every video, I will try not to draw too much, but I feel I have to explain a little bit, because you know what you see here. You know, I don't have to say shit. I can just scroll and don't have to talk, because you can see it for yourself. But I'm thinking, if someone who recently woke up to like the lies, and if that person finds my channel, it's easier for him to understand, him or her, to understand if the explanation is a little bit in depth by with just explaining a little bit here, instead of just scrolling fast through the pictures. But we can clearly see. We just get started. How now? I have talked enough. I have to talk a little shit about the brain dead people because they have to hear how fucking stupid they are. Yeah. So we can clearly see here. I will just draw how the heat came up from the bottom here. Okay, and why is it going like this mostly? Sorry. Skip that one. Here it melted it. Turned it into, this is what we call like mountain. But we see a melted building, very clear here. So all the bricks melted down and started to flowing downwards here. But we are, I say it again, surrounded by these brain dead motherfuckers, and they think they built this castle on top of this mountain thing here. I don't know why they think that, but that's what I do. So we have to explain it for them that that's not what we are seeing here. Sorry. And up here on this side you can see how the bricks turned into blocks here. And you can see how dry it is. The mortar between the fucking bricks or blocks here in this case is like gone. It's melted into this blocks and shit. Melted the bricks and mortar together and formed concrete because that's what it all is made of. See the brick here up here. Not so much color left in this one. Here you see the stones, bricks. Here more stones. And all this, again, all this shit was red, perfect Tartarian bricks. And now it looks like this shit. Even looks like it's has a little crack here, up here, like this crack. It got so dry when it dried up, when the heat went away and shit, so it just cracked. It's totally devastated, this castle here. You see the blocks, you see the color, yeah, you know what you're looking at. So it's a destroyed building, and the people without a brain, they who believe in space, think this was built like this. It looks like shit, this one. Someone got hit more hard than others, but this one got hit hard, and it looks horrible. Horrible. It's I don't think you can even use this for something good anymore. It's totally destroyed. But they believe in space, but only space I can find. The vacuum of space is the only vacuum of brain that's inside a fucking skull. Brain is missing. It's horrible. And here you see the ground here is liquid building, and here you can see how it melted down here, started to flow down, creating what we call a brick flood, okay? Because there is no mud flood. These buildings melted and turned into all kinds of shit, dirt, mud, sand, stone, mountain, all of it, coal, all minerals we can find is just melted building, because we are walking and living on top of a melted Tartaria, the very well established empire that was a plain white empire that was here in the past and got wiped out. And I think it happened on purpose. So the parasites did it, and they created what we are living in now, which I call hell. So yeah, you see the destruction here. How this castle thing is all destroyed. Nothing left here, almost. And here, just look at the architecture here. It's still a beautiful thing. I could easily own one of these, even if it's heat damaged. You see how it climbed up here from the bottom, and up here like this, and how it melted here. Look at this melting. and how it started to get swollen here from the heat, because that's what happens when you heat up something. You already know that, but if there is someone else of the alternative people watching, when you heat something up, it will expand, if you didn't know. So that's what we can see here. The bricks is getting viscous and expanding from the heat, and this is the result. This is what you get. And there it looks like, you can see the windows here. This is all windows, and here it looks like this was a window. So this is, what else fucking evidence do you need here? I will zoom in even. You can see here, window. Here used to be a window. There was probably windows all the way here. Here you can still see one. You can see the bricks inside here. Here is the melted. You see the bricks, brick lines here, brick lines melting over, melting down here. Just look at it. Look at the color also. This used to be all red bricks, and now it's more like this sandstone color, as you can see here. This might have been covered by the exterior concrete finish. Look at the blocks up here at the top and the stones here. Look at the destruction here. It's look here to the left, how it turned into these stones and blocks and shit. This is a heat damaged castle, and you have to understand that. Look at the towers to the domes. Towers to the domes. I like towers to the domes. And in the background is a melted building, and yeah, a lot of trees here. The trees love to grow on this shit. So here you see another blasted building. You can still see some of the red in between some places here, and you see how it turned it all into blocks and stones here, rock stones. And this one had upgraded concrete molds on the corners here, as you can see, and around the windows. That's just concrete molds, okay? Very beautiful and durable, but it's just concrete molds. It's not hard to make this if you have the molds. So this is a destroyed castle. Can't use this. It's devastated. And the ground here, as you can see, it's not level. It's flowing down. It's liquid building. So this is also probably from this building here, just melted and started flowing down. Here you can see the hill flowing down this way to the right. So if it's one to scroll, yes. And this one, very good evidence. You can see here how the heat climbed up here and up like this. We just have to draw to show this brain-dead people what we are seeing here. This is a pocket of survival on the top. But the dumb people think they found this mountain cliff thing here, this mountain, and started to build on top of it. Why the fuck would you do that? When you build, you want it to be flat. So you can just lay the bricks after brick after brick, instead of doing this fucking thing here. You would never do that. You have to be brain dead to do that. So the heat came up here from the bottom, started to melt the building. It got swollen here, started to swell out, and this is what we call mountain, but it's just melted buildings. You see the color has changed here, turned it into like rock, gray rock. And you see when it flowed down here, can you see like the waves, the layer of waves here? This was liquid building here, flowing down towards us here, downhill, flowed downhill here. And vegetation, you see the grass and shit loves to grow on this stuff. So here is a castle that's destroyed. There is many like them. And here, it's not too hard to see. I will show you this picture just to show you how the vegetation here is hiding a lot of the evidence. Because you can, hold on, you can see it's still very steep hill here. Very steep. down. It melted down here. And it was growing trees around it after. So then that's why you can't see it as good. And inside here you see a liquid building inside. You see the color, the heat damage, all destroyed. But still in pretty good condition. If you give me one of these, I will live there easily. And here you can see the same thing with these blocks and stones forming here. And here, popcorn blocks. All this was red bricks. That's what you need to understand. And nobody would build with all kinds of different stones and shit like this. First of all, it's very hard because it's hard to build that way because all the stones are like different shapes and sizes. So you have to like fit them together instead of just using identical bricks. And second of all, it looks like shit. Okay, this doesn't look good. This is destruction, what you can see here. You still see some red here and there. And the windows here. Is this a window? Window. From the heat expansion they got swollen shut here. Closed. Very small openings here. Why would you have a window like that? You need to like peek through a fucking hole. Why the fuck would you do that? Like, hello? You wouldn't do that. So yeah. Ground liquid building. Stones. Big stones. All fucked up. Not a good result. And look at this one. Just look how the heat came up. Climbed up from the bottom here. All the way up here. And it melted the building. And you see how swollen that shit is. Started to swell. Melt down. Look at this destruction here. You still see the brick lines. And here you see it. Here it's just dustified. This was a building and look at it now. It's fucked up. All this destroyed by heat. Just see the color here. How different it is. Here you can still see a little red. Then this is more white. Little red up here. So the heat came up. It managed to reach up to here. And then it stopped. The heat got away. Before this whole building was turned into this. Just a pile of sand or dust. Look at the melting here. And here, just notice how this shit loves to grow on this melted liquid building thing. You see how it melted downwards here. And the heat came up here. Up to here. And just look at the melting here. Look at how melted and fucked up that shit is. It's destroyed. They didn't build it on top of this fucking thing. When they built this is just the top of the building. We don't know how far under the ground this thing goes. Where is the real ground level? How far down do some of these buildings go? We don't know. But just see the melting. Look how this stuff just want to grow on all this shit. It loves it for some reason. Look how it flowed down. And also notice the architecture here. It's still a beautiful building. Okay. Towers to the domes. Just look at it. We didn't build this shit. We just found it. Stole it. And here, what you are seeing here this is like towers to the domes that's melted here. Okay. This was building here. All this shit got melted. But in between here, that's a pocket of survival. The wall here and the door is still there for some reason. It managed to not get hit as hard. So you can still recognize this being a red brick wall here. And this too. All this. And you see how the ground is not very level here. This is all liquid building, and it looks like it came from up here. So it melted down, flowed down this way. And you see how it turned it all into stones, rock stones and blocks and shit. So yeah, this is a totally destroyed building. Look how it melted down. Melted down here. Look at the destruction. Devastation. Disgusting. Those people think they built like this and built a wall here for some reason, and they think this is mountain. Those people here can't see it. They are like tourists. They travel to see this and they say, oh, look at this beautiful mountain. But it's ugly. This is not beautiful because it's destroyed. It's bad. It's not good. And here heat came from the bottom, climbed up the wall here, started to melt it. It got swollen. Look at this shit. Look at how fucking destroyed and melted that fuckery is. Look at this. Turned it into stones here and blocks and shit. Smaller blocks and stones and rocks. But it's a pocket of survival. You can still recognize this. You can, if you got eyes to see, if you are part of the Eagle Eye crew, you can see this was all a building. This shit, all this shit. And the land here is just liquid building. This, where the grass is and shit. Look at the melting here. And here you see how they turn the bricks into blocks, stone blocks here. And you see the towers to the domes. Always the towers to the domes. And just look at this. Look at this fucking shit here. All those stones here. Look how dry it is. But you can still see the bricks up here and here. So that's the evidence. Why would you build this one with bricks and this, and then you build this wall with these ugly ass fucking stones? Why the fuck would you do that when you first are able and capable of building with bricks? Why the fuck would you do that? Look how ugly that shit is. Look at the road here. It's all this was red bricks. This too, look. This is the what they call mountain. This is just melted, swollen, fucked up bricks. This scorching here, you can see. You can zoom in maybe and see a little better here. Looks like almost like scorching here. All this melted down. Look at the bricks. This turned into blocks here. And just look at this shit. Look at this big block here. And this one. Yeah, it came up from the bottom here, from the water, and melted it, turned it into this shit. This is a pocket of survival here, and there, and this in the background. Managed to not do too well, but you can still see it was red bricks, all this shit. Okay, and it also got flooded, so that's why we have more ocean than it used to be. More water here. If the water was gone, you would wake up and see it. You could go down and see all the melted buildings from far down below the sea level even. And you can't melt stuff under the water. So the water came in after. See the bricks? Look how it mangled it here. You can zoom in. Look how it turned it in here to this mess, this fuckery here. And the bricks is here. And see the architecture. Still see the bricks. And here, this was all red bricks, and now it's just a wall here and some pieces left here. Where is the rest of it? Where? Did it melt into the ground here? Became liquid building? What happened? There's nothing left here. All this was red bricks. Now it's just some stone piles here. Look at this melty shit. It's horrible. And here heat came up. The building here. This was a straight fucking wall, okay? Going down. And it started to swell and melt, and now it's flowing down. Flowing down here. You see the color, you see this is heat. Heat did this. It's destroyed. Oh, look at all these people, they have no clue. They don't know shit here. They go here and say, oh, whoa, they built it here on this cliffside here, and they are so fucking brain dead. It's so sad. I can't understand how they can't see it. Look at the towers here. Look at this. Look at the destruction here. Picture this being all red bricks, and now it's this shit. Heat came up here. All this shit melted down. You can see block lines here. Melted down. Look at that. Look how it wants to grow here. Like crazy. The trees trees and shit, and yeah, just see the destruction. And here, see the blocks. See the fucking blocks here. Yeah, you see all the blocks. See how destroyed this is. All blasted to shit. Look how blocky it is. When this was all just red bricks. See this? This one on the top here. Still see the arches. Why didn't this arch collapse? It's like the architecture is just so crazy. How this building looks like this, but the arch, they remained intact here. It's okay, it's blasted by heat, but it didn't collapse down, fall down here. It's still the arch, it's crazy. They knew how to build. That's why they built it. It was perfect, flawless. Here it is again from another angle. See the arch. See the heat damage, but it's still here. Very crazy. Look at all the blocks. Look how melted that fucker here is. Look. Can't you see that's fucking melted? All this. Look at the fucking melting here. It's crazy. If you can't see this, I don't know what else can I show you for you to see what this is. What happened here. I can't understand how they are so fucking blind. When I show you this and I explain it to you very easily, I even draw for you here. All this blocks and stones and destruction, and you still can't see it. Why is it like that? Why can't you just see that something happened here that you were never told about? I'm now telling you about it to help you, and you are like just denying it. Why? Why? I can't understand it. See the liquid building flowing down? Look how all the bricks here turned into this. This window got swollen shut. You see the window here. That's probably more like it used to be. They even have, looks like they have the glass in. Probably they replaced the glass because I don't think the glass would handle the heat. But here they can't even put glass in it because it's just a fucking tiny opening here. Here, the window. Why would you have one window like this and the rest like this? You see the windows here. This one is just swollen shut. That's what it is. And the branded people say that's just openings they had to like shoot arrows and shit. But there was no war back then, okay? Wars are just a new world order thing. We were not was not in war in Tataria. Everyone was in harmony. There was just peace. Because they understood the world back then. Then we forgot it because we was fooled, and some of us wake up, and one of them is me, and now I'm trying to fucking tell you the true history here, and you are just fucking denying it, and you think the earth is like billions of years old, and you believe in dinosaurs. You probably also wear a fucking mask because the brain is gone. See the upgraded concrete molds here and around the windows. See the different layers of heat here. How some of the bricks got turned into blocks here, and some of them are smaller stones and shit. Okay, we scroll. Look at the fucking destruction here. Look at the liquid building. This is sand melting down. Hot fucking lava here. Look, melting down, melting down. Look at the blocks here on this rail thing. See the blocks, see the melting on the steps here. It's crazy to see this. This is all the evidence you need. Oh, it's just too fucking crazy. And to see this destruction here. And by the way, shout out to Jerry. His channel is When the Buildings Cried. Shout out to Derek. It's Spartan Red. And you go down in the description and you will find the links. Go to them and subscribe. And please also subscribe to me. I checked the statistics on my channel, and it says like 40-something% who is watching my videos is not even subscribed. So please subscribe, just to it helps the word to get out, so more people can see this and learn about this X Factor event, because it's very important for the world to be repaired. It's like the next big step. First you learn that you don't live on a spinning space testicle, and then you learn that everything we see is melted buildings. It's like the next big step here, okay? This is as big as flat earth, so people has to know about this. So if you subscribe, it will help me to not get so buried in the retarded algorithm of YouTube. Okay, see the color? Towers to the domes here. Just notice the architecture. But then you see the blocks. Look at this motherfucking block here. Look at this fucker. All these fucking blocks. It was just red bricks. And just see the color. How it changed. And the window here, swollen shut. Just a tiny opening again. And all here. This is like the mountain, they call it, but it's just melted building. It all melted down. Got some here too, melting. And the shit grows like crazy on this stuff. Insane. Notice the architecture. You see like this stuff, this is concrete molds, okay? It's very, very beautiful. And here you see more concrete molds. And it's not hard to make it. And here, I will zoom on this. I can't draw. But here you see this wall thing is like churning, melting, getting very fucked up here. Melting into a fucking soup here. And here you see an arch. And here you still see the red bricks. Okay? You still see them here. Some of them managed to survive. I don't know why, but that's what we see here. So you need to just start using your brain and understand that they built them all this shit. This whole picture here was red bricks once upon a time. Then the X Factor event happened, and this is what it now looks like. Destroyed by heat. It melted and got turned into this shithole. What we see here. And this is the same. You still see some of the red, and the rest is just blasted to shit. See here what happened to the bricks. All this liquid building here on the ground. Here it started to flow down, and it got turned into stone. So this is now a stone castle, but it used to be a fucking red brick castle. Look at the windows, how they're swollen shut again here. It expands, like you have the you have the opening, and then it expands from the sides and it closes in. That's what happened to this. And they explain it again by saying there was opening to shoot arrows out, but that's makes no sense. It's retarded. Yeah, it's too stupid. Why are we stuck here with these people? I don't understand. What are we doing here? Why do I it's like we live in a huge mental asylum. You go out the door, you see people. Many of you even see 95% of the people you see outside is wearing the face mask. It's like a mental asylum. They're walking around and breathing in their own used bad oxygen, their toxins, and they think it's good. They think it's protecting them from some kind of virus that doesn't even exist. If you turn off the television for 2 weeks, you will see that it's just a hoax. If you are watching the news daily, turn off the television for 2 weeks and do your daily life, and you will see it's just a hoax, okay? I promise you. Turn off the fucking TV. Look at the fucking melting here. Look at this melted fucking mess. How it turned it all. Look, got blocky here. Stone. The color is only grey now, when it used to be red. It's crazy. And where is the rest? You only see like one side here. Where is the rest of the building? Like there should be wall all around here, but we can't fucking see it. It's must have melted into this shit. Yeah, you see how it is formed nice blocks here. This got cooked good. Came up here and it got viscous and turned it into these blocks. So yeah, this is all destroyed. Just see the blocks. These was all red bricks. That's what you need to understand. And the shit still wants to grow here. Nature always wins. Look at the fucking look at the fucking all these popcorn blocks here. Getting swollen and popping out here. All this wall here. Look at this. Coming out. Look at how the heat. Just see this shit. How the heat came up. It melted it and it got swollen and turned it into this shit. Just see. Can't you see this is fucking heat damage? Just see this. The blocks here. Big blocks. They gotta be so fucking blind. I here to get this mountain thing. Which is just melted buildings. I can't see how they can't see it. I look at, oh fuck, see the window here. How swollen shut that fucker is. It's just a small tiny opening now. See the bricks. See how dry it is here. Still see this is a little red here. See how fucking dry it is. The mortar and all just cooked to shit here. It's crazy. See the heat damage. This used to be red and now it's like sandstone color. But sandstone is also just red bricks. That's, you need to learn that. See all the stones. Still see the bricks here. red bricks in between here. The arch in the background, behind here. The front is just stone now, you see. But this in the back is still bricks. For some unknown reason. I don't know why this survived and this one didn't. Here too you see the bricks. Up here you see the bricks. All around. Just study this picture for yourself. I will sit here. Can you see it? The ground here is all liquid building. Look at this, all stones and fucked up. Still see the red here. See the red up there in the left corner. Up here is red bricks. Up there is red bricks. Here, it's all red bricks all around here. But still it's fucked up. And this one had exterior concrete finish here. But underneath it is just the red bricks, as you can see. And here is one that's in good condition. I just wanted to show you some of the architecture that some of these buildings used to look like. See the towers here? Zzz. All antiquity. This used to be like healing centers and shit. So you could like go in here and it was all resonance, all energy healing centers and stuff. But now they changed all the churches too. Might have been something similar to that. You could go in and play the organ to heal your organs and shit. That's why it's called organ. And just feel very, very good. And then they changed it into places of worship. And yeah, it's nonsense how they changed it all. See the window, how swollen in it is. All these bricks here expanded, got turned into blocks, and when they expand, they got bigger. So the opening here just got shut here, and here, all these windows. You see the blocks and stones, but this was all red bricks. See how it's missing? This whole fucking thing here is missing. It's crazy. This is liquid building on the ground. This one speaks for itself. Don't have to explain too much. Ground, liquid building, and half the building, if not more, is just gone. From here, blasted off, melted or cracked or whatever, and it's gone. You can't see it anymore. Where is it? Did it melt into this ocean of lava, melted building, liquid building mess, or did something else happen? I don't know. Just see the damage. Crazy. See the red here? The blocks at the top, the color, all this turned into blocks, stones and shit. See this fuckery here? See the liquid building here? Melted down, came down here. All this is just dust, but we call it sand. And just see the destruction here. You can... It's so dried out now. It's almost just sand / mud. So you can just knock it off with your fist almost. It's just dustified almost. Just 2 minutes more of the heat and this would have been this sand. Almost completely dustified, this one. Good evidence. If you can't see it and you're blind, put on the mask because we don't need you here. Just kidding, we need you. But we need your brain too, so please fix it. See block, destruction, melting, color here, fucked up. See blocky, messed up, destroyed. See the background too, a building there, fucked up. Just see. It's heat damage, but still in very good condition. You see the front here. This was all red bricks, and now it's just dried out stones and blocks and shit. But see the building here, okay? Just notice this. Got the exterior concrete finish on the outside of the red bricks. See all the towers to the domes here. I promise you, if we got rid of the old world order, you could own one of these, or 10, for free, without needing a single dollar, okay? Because this realm provides all you need to do this. Just look at the architecture. We don't know how to build that anymore. We just build these square glass boxes. That's horrible compared to this. Old world order was filled with buildings like this. See how swollen this window is opening here. See how dry it is, all the stones. It's just crazy. Here too. All this is heat damaged. Look at the arch, how fucked up it got. Stones. But still you see the architecture and how they built here, the details and stuff. It's so incredible. Look at the blocks at the top there. How all this inside there turned into blocks. It's very crazy to see. Yeah. You see it? This is old world Tartarian. Built by red bricks. Then they have the exterior concrete finish on the outside of the bricks. They just put it on when it's wet and smooth it out. Then you get this exterior finish, and then you have the concrete molds here. All the detail up here. Just look at this shit. Just look at the architecture and how beautiful that shit is. Upgraded concrete molds here. Around here, look at the window, how beautiful. That's how the old Tartarians built the old world order. Now we are in the new world order, where only a handful of people got all the good stuff. They found this and they took it, and now they live in it. And we are like the slaves for the dollar, which they print out of thin air, backed up by nothing. And we owe them money. They even steal money from you. When you have worked, you have to pay taxes. You get robbed and you agree with it. What do you say to that? Obey. You don't. You need to stop obeying, because when you obey, when you wear the mask, you are fucking up all the rest of us who don't want to do it, okay? Because if everyone just started to ignore them, they would have no power anymore, and we could be free and build this shit and have... You could live in one of these if you took off the fucking mask, and that's true. But they're too dumb to understand it. But I have to try. All this was a castle and a castle thing building by red bricks, and now it's just destroyed. Look how it melted here. All this is building, it melted. Brick flood, swollen, fucked up, messed up. All this shit was building. And this is pocket of survival, if you can call it that. It's destroyed, but you can still recognize that it's only red bricks here. Or it used to be, now it's destroyed by the heat, the X Factor event. And if you got the eyes, you can see the horizon here, and it's very, very level. I can't see the curvature, so why do you think you live on a fucking ball? Where is the curve? If you live on a ball, it has to curve, not only over this way, but also this way. It's the X and the Y axis. It has to curve, but we can't find it. So why do you still believe you live on that fucking space testicle? It's so stupid. I just want to... I don't even know. That's so fucking dumb. See the architecture here. Got the exterior concrete finish and the upgraded concrete molds all over it. See the towers to the domes. You could own one of these if you just did what you have to. I could too, but you are wearing the mask, so I can't have one of these because of you. And that makes me a little angry, so that's why I call you these things, because you need to hear it so you can fucking start to use your fucking brain. Fuck this shit. Yeah, this is the inside of one of these buildings. Yep, this is the inside of one of these buildings. See the painting, the details here, the walls. Just look at this. And here, it's the same. See the wall, and this, all this detail here. Is all this gold or... melted. Heat came up from the bottom, melted it. Pocket of survival here, pocket of survival here, pocket of survival here. But all this shit here melted and got mangled and fucked up. And the retard think they built it on top of a mountain. Nobody wanna do that. When you know this, just see the architecture here. See the towers to the domes. You notice the architecture, how beautiful this building is. Do you think they was so dumb that they wanted to build it on top of this and make the building 100 times harder instead of just building it when it's fucking level? Can't understand. See how it melted here. You can even see how the building is like merging into the melt here, and then they still think the mountain and building is separate things. It's so stupid. Look at how the sky is blue because there is an ocean above your head. See the architecture. Instead of living in a square box, you could live in one of these. Everyone, every fucking human on the plane could live in one of these. But we can't do it because the people are wearing the masks. That's how it is. Do you want to live in a wooden box, or do you want to live in one of these? It's actually up to you, because if everyone refused to wear the masks, we could actually do something here. But they are so dumb, they think there is a fucking something in the air that is... even if it was something in the air, it still has like 99.88% survival rate. So why are they so fucking paranoid for that? It won't even kill you. It's like you get a running nose maybe for a couple of days and then it's gone. But it's not even that because it doesn't exist. See the architecture. Here is more on the inside. See the upgraded concrete molds here. Just see the rails here. Just see how fucking stunning this is on the insides. How gorgeous and perfect. Look at the rails for the stairs here. The wood. How the detail, the carvings here. How shiny it is. Just look at the wood. Look at this. This is wood. Here on the wall to the side here. The other side. Wooden. Just look at this. All these buildings I'm showing you, the devastated, destroyed buildings, looked like this on the inside. And now they are gone. Look at this. You could live here if you took off the mask. Here is the inside of a Mangled one. And do you see the bricks? Red bricks! See the stones? Red bricks. Yeah, all this was red bricks, all of it. And here is the inside, and it's mangled. You see how most of it got turned into stones, but you see this arch is still bricks. This is still bricks. Up here is still bricks, and you see the wood here. It's still perfect. It's like untouched. You can't even see a burn mark on it. It's like, why? Why is this so good looking? While the bricks is all fucked up. Fuck, sorry, hold on. See these trees here? It's like concrete molds. See the ceiling here? The detail. Just see the detail, how perfect they built, how every single inch of these buildings had to look nice to the Tartarians. And this is the evidence. Here is a bedroom. Just look at the bed. This gorgeous bed, the detail here. Look at the ceiling here. This is wood and shit. Just look how fucking beautiful they had it back in the day. But the dumb slaves don't get to have these nice things. That's the thing. You gotta learn that. Another ceiling here. Just see how gorgeous. Don't you feel robbed when you see buildings like this? And the brain that fucks, they think there was, the further back in time you go, they think they was more stupid. But they built like this. How could they be stupid? I can't understand how they can think that. We are just, everything you see in the new buildings, it's just a box. It's like a prison cell, because that's what it is. You are so lucky that you have your own key to your own prison cell, and you can freely go out from your prison. Go out in the park, go to the store and buy some poisonous food. You can even travel to another country, not anymore because of the hoax going on. Maybe they're open again, I don't know. But you could travel to another place and all that with your own key to your own prison cell. But you are never really leaving the prison because the whole fucking world is a prison. There is always restrictions, laws, rules, blah blah blah, because you are a free-range slave, you dumb fuck. You think you are free, but you are not. You are so far from freedom, you don't even know it. Because you're dumb. Just see the detail, see the wood here. Just see how massive the ceilings is. How it's just magnificent. Just it's crazy. See the ceiling here. All wooden, the woodwork. It's just, yeah. Look at this shit. Floor is down here. You see all this stuff here. And see the ceiling. The ceiling it's crazy. Just see this. Insane. And here another bedroom and free energy fireplace, because that's what I had. But we can't have those things anymore because the majority of people is too dumb. See the fucking wood. Just see the fucking wood here. How it's just I can't even speak when I see this. How beautiful it is inside here. Concrete molds here. Concrete molds. This is a fucking painting here. Tell lies to a vision, I don't know. But just see here. Upgraded concrete molds here. Around the doors here. Just crazy. You see here too. Concrete molds. Concrete molds. Ceiling, the details. Fireplace. They had free energy fireplaces, something by the free energy thing, because like you see this place, some of them are used now as wood fireplace, but you see I will find pictures for another video. I don't have it right now, but you see like when you have wood, what you get this heat, the fire, and you get the soot and the smoke and shit. And right above the fireplace they have this painting. Some of them are like insane. Like you have the fireplace and you have the massive fucking paintings. You wouldn't do that if you were having burning wood right below the painting, because you know why. Or I have to explain it because people are dumb. You get the heat and the soot and the painting will get destroyed if you don't know that. So you wouldn't have it like this. Do you see how white all this is? Why would you have this all so perfectly white when you fire here with wood? It would be soot, because that's what happens. When you burn wood, you get the smoke and it will lay its tracks on the materials it hits. So it should be sooted here, but it's not. If you didn't know, if you can't see it. So I just have to explain it for the dumb fucks, don't worry, it's not to you. See how the wood is just... Yeah, just see. It's crazy, it's crazy. Look at this fucking stairway here. Spiral stairway, wooden. The details here, the carvings, the carvings here, wooden carvings on the top here, the wooden carvings here, just here on the arch, all this shit. Jesus, just look at this, it's crazy. Here you see it again. Just see this. Inside of these buildings. It's yeah, you know, I'm just getting mind blown here myself when I see these pictures. It's so fucking beautiful. So yeah, that was all pictures for today's video. So I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed the evidence, and I hope you enjoyed the pictures of the insides of these castles, because I did, and it's just crazy to see what they took away from us. Everyone could have one of these, but we can't because of the dumb fucks. But that's how it is for now. So please check out the channels below. Subscribe to me. Hit the like if you liked it, please. And hit the bell so you know when I upload more stuff. Yeah? Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.